Nigeria is the only country in Africa that is not eligible for the US Visa Lottery 2026.
Jesus! Jesus! Jesus!
Like the only country in Africa. So if you're from Ghana, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Chad, Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, any other country in Africa, you can apply for the Visa Lottery. It is starting on the 2nd of October and it's going to last until the 5th of November. So make use of this opportunity and make sure that you try to meet the requirements. Good luck to you and success. And I hope somebody will get a visa and testify on this page.
Hello everyone, welcome to GNU According to CD, that is Government of National Unity. So I don't know if I did share this before, like how when we were in high school, we used to have different countries, including the United States of America, coming to my school. Basically, I went to an all-boys school, high school, part of my primary school as well. In matric, when we're doing matric, this is like the final year of high school. We had all these kinds of countries coming to us to market themselves for us to move to their countries. And they were going to pay us, I think at the time was $30,000, especially the Scandinavian countries. They said, we will pay you $30,000 a month, and then we are going to get housing. We were going to get, go to university for free, etc. and so on. That's because they were having a youth population problem at the time. So me being this black kid amongst a lot of white kids, I raised my hand real high and I said, well, as you can see, I'm a chocolate chip cookie. Will I be invited as well? They're like, yes, especially you are invited, especially the Scandinavian countries back then. And then the USA said, we will give you a job in fishery, forestry, agriculture. There were a number of lists. I can't remember because this was year 2000. And and after 2 years, then you qualify for green card. And your green card could actually even come much earlier than that because it's the United States. Oh yeah, serving also in the United States Army. And then they're like, well, this could happen very, very fast within a space of 6 months because we're the ones that are coming to you instead of you coming to us type of situation. So, of course, a lot of my classmates in matric, they take these offers. Some in the US, others in the Scandinavian countries, others, I think even England at the time. No, England used to take nurses from South Africa and doctors from South Africa, not students. But I remember they did come to us as well. This is the United Kingdom. Ireland did also come. There's a whole lot of countries that came. Now, I've always known about this this type of visa. It's called DV visa or diversity visa from the United States, where the United States every year it announces what do you call this? People that want to enter the DV visa lottery. So basically, millions of people would apply for this DV visa, which is also known as diversity visa. Millions of people would apply coming from various countries, and then they only take 50,000 out of those millions of applications that they get. Now, you know that the world right now is struggling economically, especially African countries and some I would not say Eastern Europe, but your Middle East, your all these countries that are just struggling. Most of them, they look for this opportunity that comes once a year where the United States invites people from specific countries because there's a rule, specific countries. And one of the rules of this diversity visa or DV lottery visa is that this is what they are saying. This individual that you saw his video is a Nigerian, and he says Nigerians are not invited, and they have not been invited for quite a while. And then you'll find out why, according to this article from USA government. This is from USA government website, and it reads, Find out if you are eligible for the diversity visa, in brackets, DV visa, lottery, and how to register. The article then says the Diversity Immigration Visa Program, DV program, makes immigrant visas available to citizens of countries with low immigration rates. Very important to understand that only countries with low immigration rates. Find out if you qualify and how to apply. Definitely South Africa qualifies for this one because we don't have high immigration rates that are living in the country. I mean, I doubt many South Africans, I'm confident about this one, that the majority of South Africans don't even know of this DV visa that, or the lottery visa that the United States put out every single year. I understand currently the applications are still on until early November 2024 for 2025-2026, from what I understand. Then the article continues to say, learn if you are eligible for the diversity visa program. The program is also known as the DV lottery and the green card lottery. It makes a limited number of immigrant visas available every year to people meeting certain eligibility requirements. These include: 1. Being a citizen of a country with low immigration rates to the United States. And 2. Having graduated from high school or its equivalent or having qualifying work experience. Can you imagine? They're not asking you to have a degree. They're just asking for basics. That's all they're asking for you if you want to apply for this particular lottery. And then they continue to say, each year, the United States Department of State puts out a list of eligible and ineligible countries. The list of countries may change each year. Learn more about your eligibility for the DV lottery. To see the most recent eligible countries, see the list beginning on page 30. So let's go to it because there's a link to that, I think, that I have to click on. My goodness. Let's see. It wants me to download this document, and then we'll go through it. Don't worry. We'll go through it. We will go through it. Let's see if South Africa features there. They say from page 30. I'm 10 of 35. Then we are now 20 of 35. And then here's the list. So now we are going to go to countries that are eligible. That means they are good to go. Man, there are so many. I see South Africa is on the list. List of countries or areas by region whose natives are eligible for DV 2026. Africa. Let's just read Africa. We're not going to go through every one of them. In Africa, Algeria, Angola, Benin, Botswana, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cameroon, Cape Verde, Central African Republic, Chad, Comoros, Congo Democratic Republic, Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Djibouti, Egypt, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Gabon, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea-Bissau, Kenya, Lesotho, Liberia, Libya, Madagascar, Malawi, Mali, Mauritania, Mauritius, Morocco, Mozambique, Namibia, Niger, Rwanda, Sao Tome and Principe, Senegal, Seychelles, Sierra Leone, Somalia, South Africa, South Sudan, Tanzania, Togo, Tunisia, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. The giant of Africa does not feature. This gentleman, he's actually correct that Nigeria is the only African country on the African continent not mentioned as countries that are eligible. I mean, which it does make sense because the highest immigration population in Africa comes from, what do you call this, Nigeria. I mean, even if South Africa ran a similar lottery, I doubt Nigeria will make it on the list of countries that would be eligible for this particular lottery. It's quite interesting. And I don't think this is, I think they were just playing that country in particular because of the reputation. You know, I always say that some Nigerians, I don't know how they are able to skip Nigeria and then they go cause havoc in other countries and then make it difficult for the good law abiding Nigerians. See, now they are getting punished. How many Nigerians right now would love to leave Nigeria? How many? I mean, we already talked about the economic meltdown that is happening in Nigeria right now. And many would like to leave. And good people that when they go to these countries, they are going to abide by the law. They are going to be hard workers, mind their own business, respect the people of those countries, and just take care of themselves and their families back home. And they're not going to be kidnapping, selling white powder, and disrespecting the laws as well as the law authorities of that country and its people. This is exactly what I always say. And I am telling you, if the good Nigerians that have made it out of Nigeria and they are quiet, this trend is going to grow at some point, so much so that nobody in the world will want to even hear the word Nigeria out of anybody's mouth. So if you guys are not going to chastise, rebuke, speak to your people, just because you made it and you now have a US passport, it does not make you less than a Nigerian. Just because now you are a Canadian citizen, it does not make you less than a Nigerian. Your umbilical cord is buried in Nigeria, whether you like it or not. And this trend, like I said, it's going to continue to happen if good people are quiet. You know how they say bad things happen when good people do nothing and say nothing. It's about time you start talking to your people, because sooner or later, you're going to be wiped out from everybody's memory, even though you exist. And all the economic situations that are going on in Nigeria, nobody is even if this meeting I was talking about does happen, I think the majority of all the countries that are going to meet, they'll say, no, thank you. No, thank you. Because it's Nigeria. I don't know how you guys are going to get it through yourselves, because I know some people, there's a guy here, I no longer reads his comments. When he comments, I respond, but I don't read his comments because I know he's the biggest denialist and he always likes to go abstract information. I don't know if he thinks that information is going to change the situation that is happening in Nigeria, and always gaslights and put something about South Africa. I'm not talking about South Africa. When I talk about South Africa, then it's your opportunity to put all that nonsense that you put, thinking that you are going to convince me. What's happening in Nigeria is sad. You need to accept it, stop denying it, and ask, how do we help our people? Ask, how do we help our people? And I'm putting myself as a South African, and I'm saying Nigerians because they are black people. And we care about Nigeria. We really do care about Nigeria. It's just that the rotten apples make it so difficult to love Nigerians. But I know, because I'm not dumb, there are good, law-abiding Nigerians. And they are also here in South Africa, fortunately. Unfortunately, the majority of your people are just bad people. Evil. To the core. And how are we then supposed to love you guys? Especially when many of you are quiet or you defend. On social media, we must not speak bad of Nigeria. Anybody speaks bad of Nigeria is not like, really? No, talk to each other, influence each other, do something to fix your nation. That's all. Anyways, that is the full Monty of this particular lottery. If you are a South African and you are thinking, hey, maybe I should be a United States citizen, I don't know why you would do that, but hey, the applications are still on. They are still on, I think, until the first week of November. But Nigerians, unfortunately, they are not invited. Those Nigerians that are carrying South African passports, I am sure as tomorrow exists, they already made an application hoping they win this lottery and then leave South Africa and become American citizens. I also wonder how many of them actually now Americans from South African passports. It would be quite interesting to find out. But other than that, this is a very interesting lottery. I've forgotten about it. I've known about it since I was in matric. I never thought about it. Not that I am thinking of even applying, because no, thank you. Love being a South African citizen, and I will never trade my citizenship, even with the United States of America. I don't care which other country that might come and beg me to be citizen. I'll say no, thank you. I'm good being a South African. Proudly South African, as a matter of fact. Thank you so much. Anyways, guys, do what you will with this information. If this is your interest, wherever you may be on the African continent, from the countries that I mentioned, I will post the list on the screen so that you are just sure that you are actually eligible. All right. Let's see if they do say countries that are not eligible. Asia. I don't know if they do. No, they don't. No, they don't say which countries that are eligible for this. Countries in South Central America. No, they don't say. They don't say which countries that are ineligible. I guess when you don't see the name of your country on the list, then unfortunately you are not going to make it there. Unfortunately, it's just so unfortunate how some people just destroy their own countries like that. The reputation of your country, guys, very important. This is where you show patriotism. When you are outside of your country, you become an ambassador. You become an ambassador to your people when you are outside, so that you paint a picture about your people, how nice they are, how kind they are, how respectful they are, and law-abiding people. That's it. That's why Ghanaians are loved all over. We love Ghanaians very much here in South Africa. Other than that, guys, please do not leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. See you next time with a new video. Thanks for the super thanks again. Hey, Dr. Andy, I'm still waiting for the Canadian dollars. Super thanks. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You know, yeah, cool. Send that dollar from Canada. Bye.